Well, I could sit there and try every single number up to 999, which isn't so bad. Or I can try to solve the puzzle. People in my chat have rightly pointed out that the name of the aliens is not Moffat, it has been Mofang, which is something I knew, and then I made a joke about Moffats. And kind of forgot. Was Moffat the swear word that guy said? I actually straight up don't remember anymore. Well, I guess I need to go find the... password. So earlier, I pointed out to myself, I wonder if those cards in the table if that's the password. So I'm gonna go check out the cards that were sitting on the table, and I'll figure out if that is indeed some sort of clue. It was a 5-card hand though, so I have to think in terms of like poker stuff. Either that or like it's just scratched in the wall somewhere, or like written down somewhere, and I never bothered to look it up. Other things it could be Fartley's postal code. Should look on her mailbox and see if it's there. Should also check if there's some sort of like graffiti of it anywhere. This doesn't quite look like numbers. Also doesn't really look like anything. 2501, not quite right. Didn't say anything. Didn't say anything. Hero. Fly, butterfly. Bunch of numbers that aren't useful. Okay. Well, I guess I get to backtrack. Yay. There's a lot of this involved with adventure games. I mean, if there were anything about like, I mean, if adventure games weren't structured so that you like were able to solve the puzzles instantaneously, or like basically it was like, push the button, like I think that would be, well, they wouldn't be particularly great games. So there's something to be said. That's very, there's a lot to enjoy about like being kind of along for the discovery here, I think, and just thinking through a lot of these fairly non-obvious, but like at the same time, like rewarding and clever types of puzzles that they have set up for me. Alright, so we have 97311. Okay, that's not gonna work, but I will remember that number for later. I'm gonna go check out the mailbox real quick. See if there's any numbers written on that. We have nothing, and nothing written on the curb, and nothing written on the door. So unfortunately, that is out. Well, if worse comes to worse, I can always just talk to CW and be like, hey, I need a daggone hint. And then he'll either do what he usually does, which is just ignore me, and then say, like, BAM! Or he'll be like, well, partner, you seem to have done a good job right here. I'm gonna be doing that thing. And then tell me, you know, what I need to do next. I don't get that very often. I don't get that validation very often. What the hell is that supposed to mean?
Alright. That tree, the really big, strange one in the middle. Well, shoot. It's a central piece that's connected to everything. The cell wall, the dome, them seeds, the root beneath it, all of it. It's
I don't either.
Like we need all of it to be, well, healthy. All of it. Shoot, I'll spell it out for you. You gotta get down below the tree to the heart and connect it all back up. Oh, yeah. There's a cable up next to my big battery out there. If you haven't already, can you plug it in for me? It's one less thing for me. It's not the best time to be explaining this stuff. Now, where's the jizzy?
Alright, so I need to connect this big battery. Which was up over there, I believe. I'm gonna just quickly check it and see if it is indeed like all kosher. I wonder if I have the blue laser device, can I hit these things up here? No, I guess I can't. What happens if I press this button though? Oh, right, that thing happens. Is there a way for me to aim this at the other blue devices? No. I guess not. Alright, so we have scraps of paper. I'm going to check them to see if they have any numbers written on them. Fartley lock code to secure the vault. Her address backwards should suffice. So. Fartley does have an address. I guess I'm gonna go look again. And that was, well, cringeworthy, I guess, would be the term that the kiddos use. Okay, I swear to God I wasn't trolling, though. I was literally just thinking through puzzles. I was like, yeah, it would probably have to be her address, right? Right? Alright, so let's go back here and see if I can find, like, a mail address, anywhere. 1436 6341. That will be the lock to, Farley's door, which... well, there's only one place to punch in numbers that I know of. Kind of a distant connection. I thought the numbers had to be 3 digits, though. Whatever. 6341. Let's try punching that in and see if it unlocks the door. I don't feel too great about that, because it's a 4-digit number and we only wanted 3-digit numbers, but... oh, well. Worst comes to worst, well, I just know a clue to a different puzzle as opposed to the... excuse me, to the puzzle I'm currently solving. By the way, those crops look like they got effed up. It doesn't look like it's gonna feed anybody anyhow. They didn't even look like food crops, though. They just kind of look like a bunch of petunias that they were growing. Like, well, we eat a bunch of dandelions around here, as well as a bunch of cattails. And lily pads. And Farley. Poor Farley. But she was the most delicious. And we honor her memory using door codes. Door codes everywhere. Anywho, let's see. I'm gonna go back, I guess. And, forgot, was there any way I could get to that thing? No. I guess not. Wow, are those things connected up into the sky somehow? That's pretty cool. Oh, they get teleported to other areas. Okay, got it. It was like, that's a little bit intense. Damn it. Wait, what was the number? This is a 3-digit or 4-digit number. Wait. I should have taken a picture. I don't remember what the number was. Oh, no. I remember the digits, but I don't remember the order. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna wait in chat. The address is 1436. Okay, 6341. There we go. Oh, thank God. Oh, well. Who needs to use the photograph function when you can just use chat everywhere? Excellent. So this is Farley's back door. Can I turn this off? I assume there's some sort of light-based puzzle if there's so much bloom on this thing. I'm apparently wrong. This thing is on for forever. Well, I can't say I didn't try. Ah, creepy. What does this do? So there's wall, tower, they say something about this right here has to do with the tree, the shop, the battery. Okay, so that's where the battery was. I've already hooked up the battery. Definitely did the battery. Plateaus. Ah, so if I go through there, I wind up going to that generator thing. That area that I thought was like bullcrap earlier. Cool, so that's another one I need to explore. Let's open Fartley's journal here. Welcome to Hunrath. Please give a bit of information so we get to know you better. Name, date, where you came from. There's too much bloom for me to be able to read half of these things. Where's CW? In this sort of a vacant building, it turned with a bright light. Boat, landstorm. Huh. Oh, that's a really cool piece of lore. Too bad I can't read it, but it's a pretty cool piece of lore. Oh, it's a koaler. Bye, koaler. Does this play, like, sounds? Alright, let's rewind it to the very beginning. That's actually really cool that they have like a simulated like tape recorder here. Alright, let's play it now.
Well, I feel like I should say something. We haven't heard from Shavar. So so we assume that Shavar, well, the attack is inevitable. We just don't know when. So Shavar and her family, and others she trusts, I guess, well, they'll arrive when they can, without giving, like covertly. So the plan will happen, in spite of our, we're locking down as much as possible here, and moving everybody out. CW will stay here, and I'll go to Murray at the last possible moment. Most are gone. There's just a few left here now. The mayor got out early. I don't even know why I'm recording this. It's like somehow we'll live on or something. I guess this has meaning if someone listens, but who? A new one? A new arriver. Oh, God, the kiosk out front. I need to update that message. forgotten. I was 3. It was April of 1983. Cecil, it was 1870 for you, Sam, and Vera. You tell it like it was yesterday, but it's been 62 years since you saw that blast of light. And
That explains why they're
that's where
settlers.
all of our news stories began. That light, it streaked across the sky, mesmerizing, but unnerving. Some of you were alone. I wasn't. My dear grandma, God bless her, rejoiced as if it was some forebearer of good fortune. Vera, you said you recall smiling. None of us understood. But, well, we followed. Whether it was in the deep woods like
Wait.
Cecil or right outside town like Jane and Jenny, we were drawn to see more.
This is this that's the same message to the start of the game, I think. And Lady Bird confirms that it is indeed the same message at the start of the game. Oh, well, cool. Figured it out, I guess.